Hello, this is Veena, your storyteller. I have a beautiful Talmudic tale by Debora Busheri. So let's get started. The name of the story, The Donkey and the Garden. Once upon a time, there was a shepherd named Akiva. He and his wife Rachael were so poor they had to live in a barn, but they were happy. Akiva loved Rachael, and when he pulled the straw out of her hair, it made her laugh. Rachael loved Akiva too. She had left a life of riches to be with him. Even though he was so poor, he had never even learned to read or write. But she believed in him, and he dreamed of a better life for them both. One day, while strolling past flower beds and grapevines, Rachael noticed Akiva looking at a little house where children were learning. "Wouldn't you like to learn to read too?" she asked him. Akiva smiled but shook his head. "I'm too big for those tiny benches. I'm a shepherd, not a student." Can you guess what that house was? Yes, you guessed it. It's a school. So the next morning, Rachael promised to show Akiva something special. A donkey with a garden growing on its back? Oh my God! Have you ever seen something like that? At the market, people laughed and pointed at it, calling it a garden donkey. Rachael smiled at Akiva. "I told you it's special." Why do you think Rachael brought Akiva a donkey garden? How would you react if you saw? Rachael encouraged Akiva to try learning again the following day, but he hesitated. "My hands are too big to hold a pen," he said. So instead, they took the garden donkey with them to the market again. And again people pointed and laughed. But by the third day, no one at the market was laughing anymore. Instead, they admired the donkey's beautiful flowers and fruits. A little girl picked a grape. A boy made a flower bracelet, and an old man chose a flower for his granddaughter. Akiva realized what Rachael had been trying to show him. Being different is special, and it is wonderful. The next day, Akiva went to school. He felt shy at first, hiding his enormous, mighty shepherd's hands. So different from the gentle hands of all the children. But soon he began to learn. The children admired him, and he admired their cleverness. Little by little, Akiva grew wise. Eventually, he became a great scholar, a rabbi, and a leader whose name is still remembered today. The most important thing to learn, he said, is love your neighbor as yourself. And as he had seen the learning in the board of the school, learning something now requires a little bit of bravery. So you see, even if we are not able to acquire the knowledge due to some unavoidable circumstances, but you always have a time to learn, even if you grow up. And that was the intention of Rachael. She wanted her husband to learn how to read and write. So that's why she went on and tried to transform him from a shepherd to a student. And wasn't she successful? Yes, she was. She encouraged her husband to learn, and he became a great scholar. Wasn't that a great achievement? So even now, if you want to learn something, you can always stop being shy and think that there's no end to learning. You can learn anytime at any age. So I hope you enjoyed the story, which has a great message. Don't you think so? A beautiful story.